Alright, so I blew up something in this Fatboy 4-pill again. And I don't think it was my fault this time. All of a sudden I heard a big pop and I smelled a bunch of smoke. And what happened was some idiot was playing like some Grateful Dead or something, and he was just broadcasting this hippie music, and he had been doing it for about 30 minutes. So I keyed up and I broadcasted some thrash metal. I was playing Exodus. Oh man, was I playing Bonded by Blood? I think I was playing Bonded by Blood. I forget what song. And I had it keyed down, and then in between I'm like, yeah, 13, 13. You know, we go rocking whatever with the hardcore metal thrash over that, hippies, whatever. And, I didn't really think about it at the time, but I was keyed up for like 2 minutes and then pop. And, here's what happened. Yeah, I shouldn't have keyed up for that long. When you're normally talking, you don't key up for 2 minutes. The amp's getting breaks, and it's getting a chance to breathe. Even if you're going back and forth, it's getting a chance to cool down. So that was dumb. I shouldn't have done that. However, when I opened it up, what happened is one of these filter caps popped, and that's it right there. You can see the top, how it's blown out. There's one not blown out. Now, these caps are not Fatboy stock. They were soldered in by a technician, and they just weren't there before. He just added them. They didn't replace anything. He just added them. They didn't come from Fatboy. He said that Fatboy used to have them there, and they don't do it anymore. I don't know what the deal is, but they weren't there from Fatboy. It's just a little. But here, look at. Then I noticed. Look at this. A wire is not connected coming off the fan. And I looked further investigation, and it looks like it was grounded right there. So I think that this wire the ground came undone. My fan quit working. Now remember, I'm in my truck. It's nighttime. I can't see it. I can't really hear it. But I believe what happened was that, now it might have been from the heat that caused this. I don't know. But I think what happened was I didn't have a fan. So either lost the fan because I was keying up for that long, or maybe I had a fan. Maybe this just was faulty and came undone, and then me broadcasting the song without a fan was the final topper. But I believe what happened is it overheated because the fan is disconnected for whatever reason. Because the finals, look at them. They're super clean. I mean, what did I blow up in this amp before? I blew up, see that brown, like whatever that is, a resistor? Right there, I blew that one up, and it was a little tiny cheap part, and then he put that part in there, which is a good part. And it's a higher quality part, and that's when he put these filters in too. But I'm going to take these filters out because maybe it was just a bad filter, but I think what it is it was hot too. I felt it, and this thing was hot, and it's because I was without a fan. But it's winter time, but it doesn't matter. It was hot. It needs a fan. I believe the fan came undone, and it wasn't ground. This ground came loose. There's some cheap thin wire, man. These Fatboys, they're all right, but they use some cheap parts, man. They like I said, that resistor burnt out. And granted, I was hitting this box a little bit too heavy at the time, but I learned. And I also ended up hitting this hard for a few key-ups because I was driving around with my 2-pill driver that I usually have at halfway to drive this little, when I'm driving this little 4-pill. So it kind of makes like a 1-pill driving a 4. But I wasn't planning on using this. I wasn't planning on turning on this 4-pill. I was just talking on the 2-pill locally, and I had turned the 2-pill up like almost all the way because I was just going to talk on the little 2-pill. It's a 2 driving 2290s 2-pill, and I had it turned up, and I ended up keying up a couple times, commenting on the hippie music, and with, normally when I just talk on the 2-pill, I leave it at halfway. So then all I got to do is turn this box on, and then I don't have to ever have that problem. But for some reason, I don't ever turn the 2-pill up just to talk on the 2-pill for that reason, in case I forget to turn the variable power back. So, but like an idiot, this time I had it opened all the way up. I was only going to talk on the 2-pill. But then this moron was broadcasting this hippie music, and I hate hippie music. Not all of it, but, I mean, this was like Grateful Dead, man. It's just, I'm not standing for that. I'm firing up Exodus Bonded by Blood, and I'm going to, blow this guy out of the water, because he's just talking on 20 watts. And all I had was this little 4-pill for my big amp, but just this little 4-pill yesterday that I threw in there. Which is, this thing kicks ass, it does, It's not like a bigger box I got, but it works real good, and it drops them all, man. It really does. But I believe it was the culprit to all this was this, but this could have been brought on by me hitting it with the 2290 open wide, but I only keyed up a couple times like that, and you can see the pills can take it. You don't want to do that a lot. But they can take it, man. They can take pretty high voltage. But I think it just got hot because of the... So what I'm going to do, I'm going to remove both these caps. And if I go by that guy that works on the amps, maybe we'll put them back in. But I'm kind of thinking maybe those caps shouldn't be there, because if it wasn't there, it wouldn't have blown. Unless it's protecting something else and it popped. And I'll have to talk to him about it. But I believe it just got hot and it popped it. But, but nothing else is burned. I mean, everything is... I mean, look, I've seen horrible looking amps, and everything is real clean. So, I take care of my stuff. But, yeah, don't key up a song for 2 minutes. That's dumb. And definitely don't do it with your fan not working. And I think that's what happened. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and remove those caps, solder this back down to the board. I'll just put it in a nice clean spot and make sure it's soldered good, and then I should be back in business. Those caps weren't there before, and that wasn't an issue. He put them in there, and everything's been working great, but until one of them popped. So that's that. Fatboy. This will be the last Fatboy I ever buy. That's for sure. But it's not horrible. And it does drop them all for this little thing, for a little 4-pill. But I definitely think Dave made and some of these other like unique custom amp builders, BBI, and these people, they use higher end components. Fatboy, I think, used to, but they're on the downside, man. They put some cheap shit in there. But this wasn't from Fatboy, those filters. So, but look at this. Look at how thin this is. Come on, man. Can you even see how thin that wire is? So, anyway, that's that. I'm going to get it fixed. Got my little soldering iron over there, so I'm going to get this guy fixed up. Check out them black Anderson connectors. Man, are those cool or what? Man, those things are sweet. All black, those look cool in my truck. Man, they sure do. Alright, I'll catch you guys later.